warm welcome everyone to the start of the Deepavali festival with Dhanteras. Today the goddess of West Lakshmi is worshipped for prosperity and well-being, and we hope you too have a prosperous year ahead, especially when it comes to buying the right property. Sameer Jasuja and I will together cull out top projects worth your money based on hard facts and very scientifically culled out information and data. So call us or drop us an email if you want to buy property or are looking to sell it or just need some advice. Let's begin with the show today. We're profiling real estate developers who show how to sell and stay in the business even in a slum. Stay tuned to find out the names. And then, of course, we go across the nation and cull out some top properties for you. Noida budget of 70 lakh rupees. Our next stop will be Gurgaon. The budget there is, of course, 1.5 crore. In Mohali, we deep dive to 35 lakh rupees. Budget homes. Lucknow also similar budget. So those are some of the top cities in North India we will be covering on the show today. And as you might be living in your dream home, have you really protected it from theft and natural disaster? We run you through some of the basics of home insurance policies. Also tell you whether they're really worth it. Of course, being Dhanteras, we have to bring you this special story. New opportunities, good fortune and great health. How do you bring that into your lives? Well, simple. Vastu makeover for your home. Tips on that as well. So we're going to cover Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad and Gurgaon in our top segment. We've got Dr. Madhok on the phone line with us. Dr. Madhok, thank you very much. Wishing you a very, very happy and prosperous Deepavali, sir.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. Go ahead. How can we help you?
Yeah, I am looking for a 3 BHK flat at Noida, Greater Noida Expressway.
Okay.
I have shortlisted Lotus Green and ATS Lee Grandiose. My budget is between 70 to 80 lakhs. Also, please comment on ATS Allure, which is on Yamuna Expressway. This property is for residential purpose.
All right. Okay. So you said Lotus Greens and ATS. So two projects. Lotus, I know, has been delayed a couple of times. The launch itself has been delayed. So it's in a pre-launch phase.
So,
and ATS Allure is Yamuna Expressway. It's a slightly different market though, both these.
Absolutely. So what we would recommend you to do is that first of all, stay away from all pre-launched projects at this point in time. Although they may be offering you great deals to sign up new customers, but right now with respect to, for example, Lotus Green, there's no banking relationship that has also been forged till now with respect to this project. Projects are really getting delayed in the NCR region. So if you go buy into something today, it could take as long as 4 to 5 years for you to get delivery of the project, and we would highly recommend to you to look at projects that are already underway in terms of construction, because you're getting almost the same pricing, so you really don't have to bear such high interest costs over a 4 to 5 year period, which will probably take the pricing up to almost double just on the financing costs itself. So coming to the key data points of this micro market, inventory overhang is still reasonably high, 28 months, but not that high compared to other cities. This is Noida Expressway stretch 2, starting with sector 93 going up to 151. For the mid segment, the weighted average price stands at 4,900 rupees, and the price appreciation over here has now come down to on an 11% annualized basis, which seems more realistic than earlier what it used to be at about 16-17% about a year and a half, 2 years ago. The two projects that we would like you to consider are Gulshan Ikebana. This is a project again at similar price points. Resale rates could be anywhere between 4,300 to 4,700 rupees, where the construction will be ready by 2017 and structures already up. That's a safer bet to go for today. Location is also very good with respect to sector 143. This project has a future metro station planned in this sector. There are great amenities which include a swimming pool, gym, sauna steam facilities, and all banking relationships are in place here. It's also a big project of 12.5 acres. And lastly, we have Victory Ace by Victory Infra Projects in sector 143B at 4,500 rupees. This project is located 500 meters off the expressway, so very good location. Developers giving semi-finished apartments with ACs, complete woodwork in bedrooms, modular kitchen, and a double-door refrigerator, which brings the pricing of this particular apartment down equivalent to maybe 4,300 rupees. And amenities also include a clubhouse, swimming pool, central lawn, jogging track, and open-air theatre as well.
You know, So Sameer, ATS Allure, I'm just thinking, I know he didn't send that to us in an email, but that project, if it's in end use, that's what he said, I want to live in this project.
Right.
And it's under construction, in fact, advanced stages of construction. What do you believe? What do you think?
Well, I think any project out of the ATS stable is a very safe project to go with because their reputation is intact, their execution track record is fantastic, and they go about doing the projects extremely well and create destinations out of projects. So ATS, if you like the project and the location, you can go ahead with it very easily.
Absolutely. In fact, you want us to give you more information, but as we can see, the project is under construction. In fact, you can see the structures up. So go ahead. That's a very safe bet for you. Sumit Mohan on the phone line with us. Sumit, hi. Go ahead.
Hi, Manisha.
By the way, wishes for a very happy Diwali.
Oh, so same to you all.
Thank you.
To and NDTV family.
Thank you.
Okay, so shall I go ahead with my
Yes,
question?
please go ahead with your
So we have
question.
less time. I think मैं माफी चाहूंगा मैं बट ये सवाल हिंदी में पूछना चाहता हूँ very
बिल्कुल
short.
बिल्कुल आप हिंदी बोले, हम तो सब
क्योंकि-
दिल्ली वासी हैं तो हिंदी तो सबको आती है.
क्योंकि ये एक कॉमन मैन से जुड़ा हुआ है हाउसिंग हमेशा से नॉट विद द एलीट ग्रुप. मैं वो एलीट ग्रुप वाले क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछना चाहता कि सर मेरा ये बजट है सजेस्ट मी सम प्रॉपर्टीज. नो, आई डोंट वांट टू आस्क दैट. मैं एक थोड़ा इसको मैग्नीफाई करके पूछना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ जी.
सर मैं एक एंड यूजर हूँ.
हाँ जी.
माय नेम इज सुमित और मैं HCL में जॉब करता हूँ. एंड आई एम एंड यूजर. तो 2 साल का मेरा होराइजन है. 35 के आसपास मेरा बजट है. मैंने नोएडा एक्सटेंशन को देखा है. मैं 2 साल के होराइजन के साथ जो डेवलपमेंट है वो मैंने नोएडा एक्सटेंशन में ही देखा है, जो कि एक अप्रोप्रिएट ऑप्शन मुझे दिखा है. अगर हो सकता है कोई और भी ऑप्शन हो वो आप मुझे बता सकते हैं. इसके अलावा जो मैंने वहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्शन देखा है वो बहुत ज्यादा डेंस है, जो जैसे पंचशील है या अजनारा है, सुपरटेक और आम्रपाली. लेकिन ये थोड़े से बदनाम हो गए, इस वजह से मैं इनको देख नहीं रहा हूँ. रादर मैं थोड़े से ऐसे ऑप्शन देख रहा हूँ जो कि मैं नए भी हो तो भी चलेगा लेकिन ठीक हो तो.
जी.
बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप मुझे ये सजेस्ट करिए कि जो बिल्डर्स हैं उन्होंने CLP हटा दिया है. जैसे पंचशील है, उन्होंने CLP हटा दिया है. पंचशील ने CLP की जगह पे 50-50 लॉन्च किया है, लेकिन कंस्ट्रक्शन कहीं भी नहीं है. और जहां कंस्ट्रक्शन है वहां पे 50-50 है या फिर सबवेंशन प्लान है. मैं केवल CLP पे जाऊंगा अगर कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं है तो, या फिर 50-50 जिसमें कंस्ट्रक्शन हो चुकी है 30-70 ऐसा प्लान. तो आप मुझे सजेस्ट करिए कि मेरे लिए कौन सा ठीक रहेगा. बिकॉज जैसे लोडिंग को लेकर है या एक चीज और मैं पूछना चाहूंगा कि 50-50 के प्लान में जो आफ्टर 50 लास्ट 50% है उसमें एक लिखा होता है ऑफर ऑफ पोजेशन. तो ऑफर ऑफ पोजेशन क्या ये CLP के ऑफर ऑफ पोजेशन से अलग है या ये वही है? क्योंकि बिल्डर्स नॉर्मली क्या करते हैं, पोजेशन सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिलता और वो फोर्स करते हैं कि 6 महीने पहले सर ये बिल्डिंग तैयार है एंड आप ले लीजिए.
आप मूव करिए. नहीं जी, बिल्कुल सुमित, आपने बिल्कुल सही मुद्दे हमें बताए हैं. यू नो समीर, सो दिस इज अ टफ वन. Offer for possession, we've done a whole story how developers without getting the occupation certificate are asking residents to move in, homeowners to take possession, which is actually not good or safe for them because you know anything goes wrong, the builder can't be actually held accountable. But his big question is he's narrowed in on the area. He says, should I go in for a CLP early stage project or you can't see the project but a construction linked plan, or should I actually go for a 50-50 where I can see the project in front of me? Where are the risks lower?
Well, I think today, you know, there are enough and more opportunities available where the risk can be mitigated to a large extent, keeping the price points in mind. So I would not recommend you to go for a ready project because then the price points get a little bit more expensive. But projects where the structure is already up, construction is happening in full swing, construction project delivery will be in the next 1 to 2 years. Those projects are safer bets to go with better social infrastructure in place.
Even without CLP. So what you're saying is 50-50 is better.
Because construction link plan is, yeah, you're going 50-50. Now imagine you're paying 50% of the money up front. And in Noida, there is another challenge that you don't even know whether the land has been fully paid for because Noida Authority allots you land with a 10-year payment plan.
Right.
And developers today are resorting to all kind of fundraising activities where this 50% may get diverted into land payment and not go into its construction, and you're stuck. The second point is offer of possession. It's a very good point. I think offer of possession technically cannot be given without an occupation certificate in place, but developers are not putting that on paper, which is the high concern that we have with respect to this project that you're looking at, because had the developer have would like to provide complete transparency to you, then they would write occupation certificate provided, because offer of possession can only happen after occupancy certificate, and that means that the apartment is good to live in. So you have to keep that in mind, that occupancy certificate is more important than offer of possession when you make these big decisions. The other thing that we've done is that we think that the market that you should be looking at in your given budget is Greater Noida over Noida Extension, as you rightly pointed out, that there is a lot of dense construction activity going on there. That is going to be a high construction zone for the next 10 years to come. Huge number of amount of supply, and the social infrastructure will just not be able to keep up with that. Keeping in mind that, we are going to recommend you areas near Pari Chowk, which have been developed over the last 15 years. And those areas are well lived in as well even today. So even if you buy an under construction project, when the project gets handed over to you, you can move in the next day itself and not wait for social infrastructure and physical infrastructure to come about and 24/7 construction activity happening over there. So keeping those points in mind, we've got a Greater Noida market for you, where the inventory overhang is 35 months. It's an end-use decision, so you should not look at inventory overhang figures and price appreciation figures since you have to move in. You have to look at what you like in terms of apartment and the right micro market. Sectors near Pari Chowk are trading at 3650, whereas Yamuna Expressway is slightly cheaper at 3400 for the mid segment. And price appreciation, of course, for Pari Chowk has not happened that much, still trading at about 5% on an annualized basis. The three projects that you can consider are Gaur Atulyam in Omnicom 1 at 3200 rupees. Again, structure is coming up, spread across 8.5 acres, good amount of amenities which include a swimming pool and a gym. Construction timeline is to complete by 2017 August. Zar Suites Nicholas by Supertech, again at 3200 rupees. This project is a part of a 30-acre development which includes limited villas as well. Amenities include a herbal garden, musical fountain, esplanade and garden pond. And here the full structure is up and the possession is being targeted for next year itself. That's why we're recommending this project. And lastly, we have Express Park View 2 by IITL Nimbus Group, 3200 to 3300 rupees a square feet again. Getting ready next year. It's a theme-based residential project. Phase 1 of the project is already delivered with families moving in. That is a big plus point for anybody wanting it from an end-use point of view. And swimming pool, children's pool and basketball court are also available.
So here's सुमित, मैं यही कहना चाहूँगी कि आप पहले उसी प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वेस्ट करें जिसमें आपको स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है. तो आप 50 या 50-50 जो होता है, आई थिंक दैट वुड बी अ बेटर ऑप्शन फॉर यू. कंस्ट्रक्शन लिंक प्लान में बहुत जल्दी आपको प्रोजेक्ट में जाना पड़ेगा. और दूसरा, आई थिंक समीर की यही राय है कि आप ग्रेटर नोएडा में जाएं. नोएडा एक्सटेंशन की जगह सोशल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज मच बेटर एंड डेंसिटी जो है ग्रेटर नोएडा इज मच बेटर प्लान एंड काफ़ी खुला है. एंड दोज आर सम ऑफ आवर रिकमेंडेशंस, सो यू कैन take a look at those three projects: Gaur Atulyam, Zar Suites and Express Park View 2. All right, let's go on. We've got another caller, Sachin Khurana. He's got a question for Gurgaon. So we are hopping from Noida to Gurgaon. Sachin, hi. How can we help you?
Hi. Hi, Manisha. I'm looking for a 3 BHK high-rise apartment with all good amenities on Dwarka Expressway, preferably, towards Delhi. And I've seen Shintel's Serenity in which deals are available at around rupees 7,000 per square feet in the secondary market. So I just want to know how's the project and the builder, of course. Please comment and give your suggestions within a budget of rupees 1.5 crores.
Sure. Well, Dwarka Expressway is a great market to enter into now, especially if you buy and resale. Sameer, some of these projects had hit 9,000 rupees per square feet, especially the ones closer to Delhi. So now the prices have moderated to 7. Chintals should be a good project to go with.
They are, they've fortunately for Chintals A, they have a 450-acre township which can be monetized and is being monetized very well by them. Like they got Shobha in to partner with them, and Sector 109 is a low density sector, which is another big positive for that micro market specifically. This project is also a project where structure is already up, so that gives us a lot of comfort, and available at 7,000 rupees a square foot, which is a good price for a mid to luxury product. They have all modern clubhouse amenities, including a nursery school besides swimming pool, gym, multi-utility hall, central park, jogging track, and there are only about 2 apartments per floor, which is a big positive. And every apartment is 3-side open, and from a luxury point of view, they're providing you Italian marble flooring, which in itself costs 600 rupees plus today in the market per square foot. The inventory overhang in terms of months for Delhi side is 25 months and the Gurgaon side is about 33 months. Sales are exceptionally slow, so good opportunity for you to buy and negotiate harder. Delhi side of Dwarka Expressway, as I mentioned, is around 7150 rupees for the mid to luxury segment on the weighted average price scale, and Gurgaon side is about 6,000. On the price appreciation front, now more realistic, Gurgaon side is about 9% and Delhi side is about 8%. 2 more projects that you can consider in the same segment. Excellent location again for Diplomatic Greens, trading at 7,800 rupees in Sector 111. Part of a 82-acre mixed land use development. Luxury amenities here include a 20,000 square feet clubhouse, landscaped gardens, construction is at advanced stages. And lastly, we have Heritage Max by Conscient, which is the Gurgaon side. If you want to look for a cheaper project, 5,500 to 6,000 rupees, available from the resale market. It's a low density project, only 45 units per acre, and project is got a sports based theme with 90% open area and jogging tracks, cycling tracks and other sports facilities, including a football field with floodlit facility.
Alright, so 3 projects, Dwarka Expressway towards the Delhi side in a budget of 1.5 crore, Diplomatic Greens, Heritage Max, and the one that you shortlisted, Chittal's project, also gets a go ahead. Moving on, this current bout of slowdown in India's real estate seems to have thrown up some lessons for developers. Well, they now know it's time to turn solution providers and not just be providers of real estate. There are some clear groundbreakers in today's market, in the industry. They're lean, agile, and all they want to do is please the customer. Who are these companies and what are they doing to beat the blues? Vasudha Sharma finds out.
FDI-funded real estate developer Sare Homes, the mood is upbeat. The company just posted its best sales month this year and says it is ready to clock in more home sales despite the slowdown. The turnaround in their numbers, according to Sare, is driven by smart new IT tools that they have institutionalized in the company. The boss, a former IT man, has put all the company's finances online on a system that tracks all their payments, receivables, account books, real time. From agents to contractors to customers, every single individual or stakeholder can be isolated to check where the money is coming and going.
I think it has given us in-depth knowledge of the business. It gives us, decision-making ability on a real-time basis. Rather than again discussing an issue, waiting for reports to come in, I'm able to decide real-time as to way forward.
Apart from handling their cash flows better, execution on time and in top form is non-negotiable now at Sare because the boss is watching like a hawk.
I think it's not about control, it's also about having visibility of really what's happening. So, for example, we've got live IPTVs on all construction sites. And, one is obviously these are all on a tall towers, so we are able to scan through all sites onto progress 24/7.
Even listed developer Ashiana Housing is channelizing all its resources into customer relations. The company is concentrating on its existing customers with whom the sales team regularly connects in person to resolve their anxieties. What they get is not just goodwill, but also new references.
Basically a Khushi meter. We call up our customer after handover, our day after handover, and we check with them on a score from 0 to 10. How do they think, how would they rate their delivery experience? This particular theme, which we call it Mogambo Khushwa, is to check what we promised a year or 2 years back. Are we delivering those promises to our customer and beyond?
And when the gong strikes, you know another customer has received possession with success. Mogambo is happy and it's time for a ritual song and dance before the team gets back to business again. As an offshoot of their customer experience getting better, Ashiana Housing claims it has seen a definite improvement in their second quarter sales numbers. RICS India, which has been advocating adoption of global standards and best practices, reveals that companies like Tata Housing, K. Raheja Group and Mahindra Life Spaces are altering their internal processes to win back the customer.
I see lots and lots of developers coming to the RICS specifically in the context of to ensure their construction staff, their project management staff, their estimation, tendering, contract management, procurement functions are improve. And I think this is a key step forward for the industry.
It's a tough market to crack, but not an impossible one, as these companies are proving. Winning the consumer's trust is everything today. And those who will survive will be the ones who will make delivery and transparency their priority. With camera person Sumi Deogam, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.
All right, that's a good story to go with in this season of hope and, of course, hope for prosperity. Why does it make sense to buy Mohali at the current prices? That's coming up next. Also, pocket-friendly hotspots in Lucknow. Also on your screen, a new project tracker, and this week is Ashiana Anmol in Sona.